Hello again, this is Andrew Becker, and today I'm going to be going over the anatomy of the eye, specifically a cow's eye, and covering these structures within it. So we'll start with the exterior. The outermost layer is a fibrous layer. It's comprised of the sclera, which is this, it's usually white, as you can see in our eyes. It's a very tough, collagen-rich supportive layer that is contiguous with the cornea, which is on the anterior surface of the eye. Now, the cornea is transparent. I cut off a little piece of it here so that I can allow light to pass through it and enter the pupil. The pupil can be a little difficult to see. It's demarcated by this black ring here. That black ring is the iris. It's a collection of involuntary muscles that constrict and dilate our pupils. And suspended in the pupil is the lens. The lens is a body of very surprisingly firm fibrous tissue that has a similar arrangement to the cornea in that it's transparent. These aren't really tightly interwoven fibers. They're specifically arranged to allow light to pass through. It's embedded in the ciliary body, which exerts a little bit of pull on it and helps distort the lens, allowing us to focus the image on the back of the eye where the retina lies. Now, the retina is this flimsy sheet. It kind of collapsed when I made this incision, but it is where all of the photoreceptors in the eye are located. It's a big sheet covering the whole thing. This black inner layer has its color because of high concentrations of melanocytes in the epithelial layer. And deep to that is the choroid, or our vascular layer. That's where all the blood vessels that kind of supply the structures of the eye are. The eye is divided into two cavities: the anterior cavity, bordered anteriorly by the cornea, and posteriorly by the lens, and kind of going through the pupil into there a little bit. That's filled with aqueous humor, which is a very thin liquid compared to the fluid in the posterior cavity, which is called vitreous humor. And vitreous humor is very thick, very jelly-like. Most of it fell out when I made this incision right here, but part of its function is to provide back pressure, and it kind of glues the retina to the posterior of the eye. All right, let's see if I missed anything. Oh, last but not least, I almost forgot. We have our optic nerve. Now, the optic nerve connects to the retina right here at the optic disc. We actually don't have any photoreceptors there, so it's a blind spot in our field of vision. And exits the eye posteriorly and transmits all of the sensory information from the retina to the brain, where it's then processed and formed into an image. Okay, thank you for watching this, and I hope to see you all for the next one.